because I can't hear myself act. It's cold. It's cold. It's a blue cold. That's the What about the lovely Aurora Borealis wall ceiling hangings in the back?
I feel like I'm at the north or south pole. I can't remember where they are.
Oh well, you see, every year we do quiet. I'm asking. Every year we're doing different things. We are doing different themes of the club creed. So this is we ski the polar ice cap.
Yes, and it looks like we've landed on the polar ice.
We've reached the summit.
And look at that beautiful snow thing. I think it's for Minecraft.
Oh wait a minute, the Greek goddess for copyrights who is not Babylonian. This is very like an English judge.
It's been so long. It's been 9 years. Keep it 9 years. I remember.
We got some of the guys. Hey! Hey!
Kumbaya! Kumbaya!
Free drink Colonel.
I know. Maybe we could throw snowballs at it. That might get what we got.
Well, I don't know. That sounds disrespectful to me.
Oh my God!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What's happening?
I'm trying to pump that zit on her forehead.
Why are you throwing those snowballs at me?
Greetings, great goddess.
Where are we?
Well, it's
easier 9 years ago.
You have channeled to a polar ice cap.
A polar ice cap?
We're celebrating the holidays, Babylonia.
Yeah.
The holidays?
And this is a charity fundraising event called Adventures in Charity.
Adventures in Charity? Ooh, that sounds absolutely fabulous, fabulous. Well, for heaven's sakes, let the show begin!
It's great to be here. Adventure keeps calling my name. I'd like to stay for about a year, but adventure keeps calling my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Adventures in Charity. We've got a great show for you tonight, a great cast. Karel, Wright, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, she's finally here. Andrea, Canny. Becker, ladies and gentlemen. Gover. Sheila Roberts on the keyboard. Welcome to Adventures in Charity.
I haven't felt so welcome since I don't know when. That's why I come to see you all again. It's time to pack my bags again. Cause adventure keeps calling my name. Just keep calling my name. I'll stay the night, but then I'm gone.
The cast of Adventures in Charity, ladies and gentlemen. We are also very honored to have running sound, Dave the Sound Man. We also have in the house his predecessor. We have John Nebulous, or we're supposed to have John. Are you here, John? Yeah! So, you know, if Mike gets disgusted with us, we've got John to take over. Well, let's bring up the littlest adventure of all. Well, without further ado, let us turn things over to our producer of this fundraising event, Mr. Robert Croskery.
Well, good evening and welcome and kangaloosh! Friends and fellow adventurers, we have not only a marvelous show, it's the next to the last show of Adventures in Charity. We're going to do one more because a decade is about all my lovely wife will tolerate. She's tolerated me long enough, God knows. And I have to say that Mindy is not here tonight because she's taking care of her ailing mother, who is 94. But she sends her greetings. So, there are several announcements that are very important, and one that's not so important, but if anyone here voted for Megan Maroney, the part of Megan Maroney this evening will be played by a lady named Familia Perkins. Wait. No. Oh, Familia's not here either. So, we don't have a Megan Maroney, and if you voted for Megan Maroney's charity, A Better Life Pet Rescue, you need to come see me during the intermission. I'll give you your chip back. So, second thing that's very important is there's a banner that's going to be hanging right on this wall very shortly, as soon as it is fetched by Jason, who's going to get it from the back. And that banner is the one that is used at the silent auction. And the reason that we are putting that banner back there is because we have to have any permanent adventurers present leave the room so they don't get into trouble.
Just the stage is fine.
Well, just leave the stage.
We can witness.
You can witness this travesty. All right. So we're going to have Jim Roberts. Now, let's see. Later on, we'll need somebody to play music, though. Well, I'll find a volunteer later that can do that. In order to do this properly, we are going to induct several of you that have never done this, and many of you that have done it hundreds or thousands of times, into the Adventurers Club, which I can say, and I just did it. So, in order to do it properly, we need someone like, say, the founder of the Adventurers Club, Merriweather Pleasure. Is he present? Big hand for Mr. Merriweather Pleasure!
Good to see you all here again at Adventures in Charity. And as Rob said, yes, we need to induct you into the club if you've not been inducted, and those of you who not need to renew your vows. Are we waiting for Jason, or are we just...
Well, is that banner reappearing from the back? Wow! It's like magic. I think you can just... Oh. It's like magic. It's like magic. It's like magic. My back will be fine in a year or two. Go ahead.
Excellent, excellent. So, we will start with learning the club salute. We're going to be using with our right hand. Now, splay those fingers. Place it just above your navel. Anything low, of course, be a completely different salute. Wave them back and forth like a fish swimming upstream. And we know why they swim upstream, right? Yeah. To die.
Wow. I hope you don't later on tonight.
Well, hopefully not.
Here we go.
It's an analogy.
Yes.
A metaphor rather than bacon. Now, take that hand again. Use a motion we're all familiar with tonight. Drinky, drinky, drinky. Not with a natural beverage. Okay, it'll be very messy. Raise that hand to the heavens and say, Kangaloosh! Kangaloosh! Now, Kangaloosh, of course, is an all-purpose word like aloha. I mean, Kangaloosh, hello, Kangaloosh, goodbye, Kangaloosh, kiss me quick, the love's approaching the flesh. Anyway, now that you know the salute, we're going to move on to the club creed. Now, right hand once again, which you've been using. Repeat after me. No.
They're repeating what you say. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Oh, Merriweather. We climb the highest mountains. Just to get a better view. We plumb the deepest ocean. Because we're daring through and through. We cross the scorching deserts. Martinis in our hands. We ski the polar ice caps. In tuxedo looking grand. We are reckless, brave, and loyal. Valiant to the end. come in here a stranger. You come in here a stranger. And exit as a friend. You will exit as a friend. Convolution! Excellent. That is part 2 of the 3-step process, which is 5-step distribution. I will turn the proceedings over to the Colonel, who is our club Gleameister.
All right, well, I'll see about that. But we need somebody that can play the keyboard, and Jim, our permanent adventurer, is there anyone here that knows how to play the keyboard? Oh, we have a volunteer right up front. Well, what is your name, sir?
Accordion lessons as a child.
He took accordion lessons. Okay, well, jump on up there. I'm sure it's similar. You don't have to hold it up in your, you don't have to, like, raise it on your chest or anything. Just sit down at it. Do you happen to know, by any chance, the Adventurers Club all-purpose theme song? How fortunate! Well, let's hear it. Here we go. Gotta get the voice.
Should we have them stand if they're able to?
Should we have them stand? Yes, we probably should, and march in place.
Follow along with the lyrics right above us.
Let's do this. You okay? Ready? Let's go. That was the wrong song. Oh, my apologies. It seemed appropriate somehow.
Understand.
After the convolutions I've had. By the way, they do have convolutions back there. But I had too many convolutions, so let's take it from the top. Hank, you're doing great. Marching along with adventurers, singing the song of adventurers, up or down, north, south, east, or west, and adventurers' life is best. One more time! Marching along with adventurers, singing the song of adventurers, up or down, directions, north, south, east, or west, and adventurers' life is best. And adventurers' life is best. Well, without any further ado, before we bring Graham up, circle the date on your calendar of September 29th, 2018, and I highly advise you to buy your tickets in a hurry, because I guarantee you they will sell out. So, you're going to have to buy it right now, though. You can wait till after the show. And now, we will bring up, at this time, the one, the only adventure of adventurers, Gleemeister of Gleemeisters, MC of MCs, Mr. Graham Murphy.
This is the point of the show where we bring up more people, and we just keep bringing them up and bringing them up until you've seen everybody. But we'd like to bring, as you know, each one of us gets to sponsor a charity. And our first entertainment of the evening is Andrea Canny. Would you come up here, please? Andrea, what is your charity?
My charity is Leukemia and Lymphoma Society has team in training where they train people to do marathons. And when my dad was diagnosed in '98, my sister and I did the Dublin Marathon, and we kind of got hooked. So we did it for about 9 years, and then I got tired of fundraising. So I stopped. But our dad passed in April, and we just feel so lucky. We got almost just shy of 20 years extra with him. So we want to give back, and we're going to do the Austin Half in February.
That's
I gotta get my fat ass off.
Now, you know, after you hear everybody's charities, you can go out and you can buy chips. We have tubes in the back of the room, and, you know, if you feel particularly moved or inspired, or if you find out something about a charity that you were unaware of, whatever the reason, you can buy chips and chuck them in those tubes back there, and then whoever gets the most amount of chips gets a bigger percentile of the pop. Ooh. So, a round of applause for Andrea Canny, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, since some beat bell couldn't make it tonight, I guess I could be a Screw-a-bell. It's saying something when you have to look yourself up on YouTube to see what the hell you did 9 years ago. But I think it went a little bit like this. Was, hi, handsome. I like your bear, your boob bear. I like that people are coming in here with boob bears. Hi. How's it going, Al? Oh, that was a dead zone right there. Note to self, Sheila, dead zone. Okay. So, hi, hello. How you doing there, Rob? Look at this, look at all these people. What, were you a baby when the club was open? How old are you?
13.
13. It's a magical age. You're now a man. Don't ask me what that means. How are you? What's your name? Tim. Timothy. I like this. This is like a little woodchuck butt. It's like my little chihuahuas. How's it going out here, folks? You having a good time yet? Because we're going to have a blast tonight. There's enough shtick to butter your bread. I don't know what that means. I'm going to go over here. Excuse me, completely random piano player that didn't know what was going to happen. For a second I thought you were a Nazi, but now I see the hat. Okay. Extremely unfortunate costume award goes. We're not going down that road anymore. Okay, hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Hey.
Ray. How delicious. Ray, you know what? I mean, you look very casual tonight. Are you comfortable?
I guess so.
Did you miss a spot over here? Because this is like considerably longer. Like right, just here, not over here. Well, a little bit here. We need a scissors on this. Okay, we're gonna have to do some work. Some work, Ray. All right, so you ready to come up here? Come on, let's do it. Let's give Ray some love. Watch your step, Ray. Don't trip on anything in your high heels. Come on over here. Don't trip on this little ditty right here. Since we don't have anywhere to sit, we're going to stand in the middle because it's delightful. Hi, oh, is he a hugger? Nothing awkward about this except you smell really good. Okay, so I'm going to have to do a little makeover on you, all right? Is that okay? I'm going to start slowly, but here we go. Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, there isn't less fortunate than I, my tender heart tends to start to bleed. And when someone needs a makeover, I simply have to take over. I know exactly what you need. And even in your case, though it's the toughest case I've yet to face, don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead, oh right hand Ray. And yes, indeed, you, look out forward, will be. Really not be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper ploys when it comes to boys. Little ways to flirt and flounce. I'll show you what clothes to wear, how to wear your hair. Everything that really counts to be popular. You're gonna be popular. You'll hang with the right cohort. You'll be good at sports. Know the slang you've got to know. So let's start, cause you've got an awfully long way to go. Okay, come on up here. This is one big step, Ray. Up here, up here. All right, Ray, you stand in here, right here. You all right? All right. Don't touch that, it'll fall over. Okay. Hold on, I know I've got something back here. I see some future props that will be very exciting for the numbers to come up here. And look what I found! Amazing! If I were amazing, I could like do that thing where I can't do it. Okay, so I need you to hold this, okay? Have you ever seen one of these before? It's not very fastidious, are you, Ray? Okay, so there's this, very similar to Screwlabelle, is a different maid that used to work at the Adventurers Club. Yes, can we mention that? Yes. Okay, so Anyway, she was very, very good at her duties, and she had a very special flair about the way she did her duties. There's a lot of moxie in her step. You know the moxie? You feeling the moxie? You're still trying to figure out what the hell moxie is, aren't you? Okay. All right, so what I want you to do is, okay, I'm going to go in front of you, and I'm going to do something. I'm going to pretend, well, I'll have this for a second, okay? I'm going to example it, right? I'm going to be the example. Then I'm going to give it to you, and you're going to do it the same way, okay? Guys want to give Ray some love? He's going to do it. You gotta shake your tush, shake your tush, shake your tush, shake, shake, shake your tush. What else was I shaking, Ray? Feather duster. This is in the language of English. This is a feather duster. Okay, you start over there. Shake your tush and your feather duster. Let's give him a round of applause. Let's go good. Give me that. You are so stealing my job. Here we go. Ready? And with an assist from me to be who you'll be instead of truly who you are. There's nothing that can stop you from becoming popular. Lar, everybody. La, 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 la. We're gonna make you popular. When I see depressing creatures with unprepossessing features, I remind them on their own behalf to think of celebrated heads of state or especially great communicators. Did they have brains or knowledge? Don't make me laugh. They were popular, please. That's all about popular. It's not about aptitude, it's the way you're viewed, and it's very shrewd to be a very, very popular like me. All right, let's get a good look at you. He looks like a changed man, doesn't he? Changed to the core, Ray. Changed to the core. I need you to do a little twirl, because there's a different man we're seeing here. This is amazing. And though you protest your disinterest, I know clandestinely you're gonna grin and bear it, your newfound popularity. Everybody sing it's making mine fun. La, 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 la. You'll be popular, just not quite as popular as me. Evil step and a completely random piano player.
Andrea Canny, ladies and gentlemen.
And now, without further ado, I'd like to bring up Ms. Karel Wright. So, we're all sponsoring charities. Karel, what's your charity?
My charity is the Alzheimer disease charity. Unfortunately, my mother succumbed to the disease, and it is a very, it's a horrible, horrible disease. And I'm sure that not only myself, but others in the room have been affected by this. And one of the most difficult things I've ever endured was seeing her gone before she was gone. So that is my charity. I would like to sing a song.
So, yeah.
So how does this work, Graham? Is
This works by me leaving the stage, and ladies and gentlemen, Miss Karel Wright.
Thank you. This is a song that I used to sing in the hoopla. And it seemed as though every time I was there that people really wanted me to sing this song in the hoopla. So, without further ado, I would like to sing this song. But I need some help with some sound effects. I need help sound effects. But you know what? I'm gonna cue you. Yeah. No, that's not a good sound effect. No. And the first sound effect is that of a tinkling noise. So if I do this, you say tinkle, 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 or shake your keys. You know, that'll work. Or do both. Tinkle. Let's try. Come on, people. Let's try. That's good. Now, the second sound effect is that of a burbling brook. So how I'm going to cue you? Yeah. Burbling. I'm going to go like this. You're going to go burble. Good. And the third sound effect is that of a car. And so if I go like this, you're going to go vroom, 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 vroom.
That's a motorcycle. Motorcycles go like this.
Well,
You put your foot on it.
Well, but it's just it's like a motorcycle car. So just think of it like that. Okay, so let's review people. What's this? What's this? Good. And what's this?
Motorcycle.
Good. You? Fairies at the bottom of my garden. It's not so very, very far away. You pass the gardener's shed and you just keep straight ahead. I do hope that they've really come to stay. There's a little wood with moss in it and beetles and a little stream that quietly runs through. You wouldn't think they'd dare to go merrymaking there. Well, they do, as they do. That's choreography. There are fairies at the bottom of my garden. They often have a dance on summer nights. The butterflies and bees make a lovely little breeze, and the rabbits stand about and hold the lights. Did you know that they could sit upon the moonbeams and snatch a little star to make a fan?
What do we do for snatch?
And dance away up there in the middle of the air. Well, they yes, they do. Choreography, yes. Those fairies at the bottom of my garden. You cannot think how beautiful they are. They all stand up and sing when the fairy king and queen come lightly floating down upon their car. The king is very proud. Be proud. Good. And very handsome. Be handsome. I'll stick with proud. Nicely done. And the queen. Now can you guess who that might be? No, it's not. It's not her. No. Yes! She's a little girl all day, but at night she steals away. Well, it's me. Yes, it's me.
Madam President, well done. Madam Franklin. Did they get it? Dear me, somebody says that. Somebody's coming back on? Is that what's going on? Babylonia, is that you? Babylonia, what is wrong? Are you channeling something? What's going on here? No, all three girls are over there. So Babylonia will respond. Wait, it seems to be coming from the abominable snow creature here.
Take the snow off.
Take the snow off. Let me see if I can brush away all this snow. It's piles and piles of well-formed snow. It's my Uncle Jaime from South Florida.
I ain't got no bag.
Yes.
And I sold my turban on eBay.
That's very nice. So wait.
Wait, what's going on here?
Wait, are you?
You're in my domain.
You're the great genie of the lamp, aren't you?
Yes.
The genie known as
No.
Weasel. Yes. Weasel.
Weasel's cousin, Weasel.
Yes. Welcome, oh, Weasel. Oh, your cousin does this amazing floating head thing. Do the floating head. Do the head thing. Floats.
You got 2 scoops of ice cream? I'll float for you. Okay, all right. I'll float really fast.
All right, everyone close your eyes.
Okay, you ready?
Close your eyes.
Here we go.
Are they closed? Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing.
They float. They float. Come down here with me. You'll float.
Y'all float down here. Oh, dear. Oh, Weasel. Well, welcome to Adventures in Charity. We're celebrating the holidays this year a little early because we're skiing the polar ice caps right into the holiday season.
Holidays.
Yes,
holiday season. Oh, I want to get in the mood for that.
Yes, and of course we're celebrating some of the American holidays.
Yeah.
I'm sure you celebrate things like Ramadan or something like that. Well, here we're celebrating. We're heading towards Christmas.
Oh, Christmas.
Yes.
Oh, I don't think I'm dressed appropriately.
Oh, well, that's cool. I'm going to just do some magic here because I'm going to magically reach through this glass and remove your hat. Oh, isn't that amazing? Oh!
It's like Doctor Strange.
No, we can't say that legal reasons.
Oh yeah, Doctor Strange.
Who didn't
Other side, I think.
Who didn't set the prop? It was there. Okay, there. It was on the other side during rehearsal. Oh.
Look at that. Oh. Be gentle with my ball.
Yes. So actually, we're celebrating the holidays.
Did you say this was a charity?
It is a charity. Yes, we're celebrating holidays, and one of the things we do is we celebrate our homes, and and I am actually celebrating the theater in which I grew up back home is the Erie Playhouse. It is one of the oldest community theaters in the country. It's celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. My mother, who passed away about 6 weeks ago, she was part of that playhouse for 80 of those years, and so in honor of her, I'd like to help them with their capital funds to rebuild the theater. That's in honor of the Erie Playhouse, and that was back home in Erie, Pennsylvania. So I thought, and that's your home. That is my home. So what better way than to sing a song about going home for the holidays? Knuckles? Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays, for no matter how far away you roam, if you pine for the sunshine of a friendly gaze, for the holidays you can't beat home sweet home. I met a man who lived in Timbuktu and he was headed for Madagascar and some homemade lemur pie.
Not that high.
From the Klondike folks are heading down to Florida's sunny shore. From Atlantic to Pacific, gee, the traffic is terrific. There's no place like home for the holidays, for no matter how far away you roam. If you want to be happy in a million ways, for the holidays you can't beat home sweet home. You can search the Gobi Desert or the mountains of Peru, fly 1,000 miles to nowhere and beyond. But if you're searching for some eggnog, just one place will ever do. For the best accommodations, try your friends and your relations. Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays. Sing along. For no matter how far away you roam, if you want to be happy in a million ways, for the holidays you can't beat home, sweet home. Look at old Santa's back. Excellent. Well, thank you, Weasel.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around this. Is this a religious holiday?
Well, it can be, yes. And again,
Because, I'm very big on cows.
I know you are. That's true. Yes, very good. Yes.
Oh,
You have a young man, youngish man. You have a cow, I see. That's, well, welcome to Adventures in Charity. Hungaloo. Can I go?
My name is Evil.
Tree frog.
I'm a senior adventurer. Sandusky.
Is there something you'd like to share?
I have a song about my cow.
Who doesn't want to hear a song about a cow?
This is going to be a little intense for me, so I'm going to channel away and view it from the ether.
Okay, We spent some bucks on special effects, folks. Well, come on, Mr. Tree Frog, come on up here. Come along, come on. You gonna need help?
I have this song about the cow, and I was thinking that if we could get...
Oh, wait, actually,
Actually, Mike.
I want here. Why don't you use this? No, don't use the microphone. Use the microphone. You want to talk into the microphone. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, not so much.
Check, 1, 2. Clean up on aisle 9. Okay, now I was thinking for this song that if everybody could, I'm gonna need help with this. Could you hold my cow, please, by the hooves? Thank you very much. Now I was thinking, better yet, stand up here. That'll be good. Stand right up here. Excellent. What's your name?
Jack.
Cowboy Jack, everyone! Okay, Jack, when I point you and say moo, if you could hold the cow way up high over your head and then just sort of spin around. Real slow, like a big old Dairy Queen sign. I think that'll be really effective. Let's give it a practice try, shall we? Moo! Cowboy Jack! This is gonna be hot. Okay, now everyone, while Cowboy Jack is spinning around for all he's worth, if you could just look up and imagine that there's a huge cow udder, like hanging over your heads. I know. With about 1 million of them little squiggly things hanging down. Everybody reach up and grab onto one of them squiggly things with both your hands. Go ahead. And begin to milk like this. All right, save it. This is gonna be good, Are you ready, Jack? Hit it, digits. My daddy gave a calf to me for a Christmas present once. I picked the little heifer out cause both of us was runts. She never had much sense, but she grew up alright somehow. And when it comes to giving milk, she's an educated cow. Moo, Bessie the heifer, the queen of all the cows. Gives more milk than any law allows. Milk that sucker! In the morning she gets pasteurized, and then she gives homogenized. Bessie the heifer, the queen of all the cows. You've done this before, haven't you, Jack?
The cows, man.
He's a natural. I took her to a county fair to try to win a prize. She knew just what was going on. I seen it in her eyes. The contest made her nervous. She tried so hard to please. And when I went to milk her, all I got was cottage cheese. Moo, Bessie the heifer, the queen of all the cows. Gives more milk than any law allows. In the morning she gives pasteurized, at night she gives homogenized. Bessie the heifer, the queen of all the cows. I took her to a county fair to try to win a prize. She knew just what was going on. I seen it in her eyes. The contest made her nervous. She tried so hard to please. And when I went to milk her, all I got she gives pasteurized, and then she gives homogenized. Bessie the heifer, the queen of all the cows. Everybody head for Bessie! Jack, King Jack, King Belgium. Thank you very much. That was swell. Oh, hey, I'm just
Glenn Gover, ladies and gentlemen.
Have a seat, make yourself, well, why don't you stand here for a minute there, because we're all curious about your charity and what you're sponsoring tonight.
Yes, I'm sponsoring Central Florida Haven of Hope. It's a ministry for people dealing with HIV and AIDS, and also the people who are in need of help with food in our community, and the homeless. They offer all sorts of programs, and it's a very worthwhile organization, and they are very small, so every dollar that you give will be put to good use.
All right, Glenn Gover and his charity. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you've been hearing him all night. He's the only one of us who doesn't get a break because he's here all the time. Jim Roberts, ladies and gentlemen. Jim, too, is sponsoring the charity. Jim, would you tell us about yours?
It's Dravet syndrome. My wife actually is here, AJ. She used to play tenor sax with Frankie and the West End Boys. And, my son, or our son Miles, is here also. He's 13, he's 6'1". Hard to miss him. But AJ's brother, they live up in Minnesota, and their daughter has Dravet syndrome. Dravet syndrome is a seizure-based problem. She had, at times when she was younger, she'd have over 100 seizures per year. And she's hooked up, I mean, if you go into her bedroom, and the bedroom looks like a medical facility, she's hooked up to all kinds of machines. Because she has a lot of the seizures at night, and alarms go off and stuff when she stops breathing. There's no known cure, and they're working on it. Most of the kids get to 6 years old, assuming they live that long, and then the seizures become less until about 13 years old, and that's usually they have a massive seizure, and that's basically the end of it. Right now she's doing well. She's in school, and I think she's in first grade. Is that right, AJ? Second grade. And she's doing great. There's a nurse at school in case she has a seizure at school. The nurses know how to handle it, and she's doing super. But I'd really appreciate whatever you can give.
I too, both Andrea and I are supporting as our charity the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And I'm doing it because of my mother-in-law who passed away, Marlene Coslin. She was wonderful and just taken from us way too soon. And so you got to do something. So that's what I'm supporting, is to end blood cancers. And I'm also doing a team in training. I'm not running. I have trouble running. The ice keeps coming out of my drink. Andrea, you bring lush life to a whole new meaning. I'm letting my ex-wife Jody do the running, so she's going to be doing a Las Vegas Marathon for team in training. And you think that's funny? Now there's a little bit of business to take care of. We have some things for sale that you might not be aware of. This lovely Galaxy S5. Well, I think I will. Thank you, Glenn. It's nice having my own little peanut gallery, right? Dean Napolitano. I hear he does have a squiggly tail. And Ron Feingold. They are nationally touring comedians, as seen on HBO and Showtime. And they are going to be at the Claremont Performing Arts Center. We are selling 2 tickets for 7 shows.
For each of the 7 shows.
2 tickets for 7 shows. 2 tickets for each of the 7 shows.
14 shows.
Okay. I thought we had quite a bargain going there for a minute. And my lovely bride, Emily Murphy, who, by the way, I met in the Adventurers Club back some, how many years, honey? Was it 17, 18 years?
We're working on 20 now.
We're working on 20, yeah. Yeah. So 20 years and 20 pounds ago, I was Hathaway Brown. And she put her phone number in my pocket. Yeah.
Why would you do that when you were 5, Emily? That's just not cool. Why did Graham call
Well, anyhow, my very, very talented wife created those wonderful chandeliers, snowflake chandeliers in the back. And there's some marvelous polar bear lanterns. I think if you take note of them back there, they're gorgeous. And those will be for sale as well. So check those out during intermission. And yes. What? Less breath, more tongue. Thanks for the baskets at the end of intermission. Mandy, a board member for us, ladies. She takes care of all the technical things that we don't. And Mandy has to say,
if I heard correctly, if you are wanting to bid on any of the baskets, please make sure you do that before the end of intermission. Did I hear that correctly, Jason?
The bidding will end at the end of the intermission.
actually, all bidding ends at the end of intermission, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you've got a lot to take care of during intermission, folks. You know, get your last bits in the silent auction. Vote for your charity. Buy more chips. And pee, yes. And drink. And excuse me, I'm feeling a little schwitzy. I'm going to dab it myself here in just a second. Oh, that's better. That's refreshing. That just wants all the. That's nice. Actually, this was a ruse to do a number about the Sheik of Araby. The Sheik of Araby who charges across the desert in search of his true love. Yes, Mr. Beach Ball.
Excuse me, Mr. Clown. Does the Sheik of Araby, does he actually wear a bath towel on his head like that?
It's not a bath towel anymore. The white gaff tape makes it a burnous. A burnous, yes, it protects the sheik's head from the rays of the blazing sun as he charges across the desert in search of his true love. Abel Beach Ball.
Excuse me, I came with the wrong law. But since I already have, so Sheik of Araby, he wears
Life has been good to me since the club. And if I wear nice baggy things like this, you can't see the debauched life I've led. The Sheik of Arabi, you see, would wear long flowing robes, color coordinated with the burnous that flap in the breeze as he charges across the desert in search of his true love. Amo. You. Okay.
Therapy.
Yeah.
He's got the beer news.
Yeah.
He wears the boom, flippy, flappy robes. That's right. Flip and flap in the breeze as he charges across the desert in search of his true love. Amo Bleagle.
No. Two different thoughts.
So underneath the robe, he's got on the slimming black ensemble that hides the debauchery.
Boy, you don't know Shiite from Shinola. There's no need. The Sheik doesn't wear all this underneath. He doesn't need to. The robes take care of it. That's all he needs. It's a different culture. Knuckles. Over the desert, wild and free, rides the old Sheik of Arabi. His Arab band at his command follows his love's caravan under the shadow of the palms. He sings to call her to his arms. Debbie! I'm the Sheik of Arabi. Your love belongs to me. At night while you're asleep, into your tent I'll creep. The stars that shine above light our way to love. You'll rule this land with me. I'm the Sheik of Arabi. Yes! I am that Sheik of Arabi. And your love will belong to me as the stars fade into the dawn over the desert and will be gone. My captured bride close to by my side, swift as the wind will ride, and proudly I'll scorn her tears as I conquer love through fear. Little rapey, I'm the Sheik of Arabi. Love belongs to me. At night while you're asleep, into your tent I'll creep. With no pants on, the stars that shine above. With no pants on, light our way to love. With no pants on, rule this land with me. With no pants on, I'm the Sheik of Arabi. You're having an affair with the Sheik of Arabi. With no pants on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Graham Murphy and Glenn
Sheila,
Yes.
what charity are you sponsoring?
Well, you know, I'm sitting here in the audience and I don't feel bad, but I'm listening to all of the other charities and I'm thinking, there's a lot of loss that comes with those charities, and it's horrible. And I know there's a lot of people in this room that have lost people in the last 6 weeks, the last few months. My charity actually is one of a malady that my husband and I call them that I just got diagnosed with. And it started happening soon after Pleasure Island closed. I really think it's because Angela and Pauline and I used to kind of mock someone that we knew that had no spit in her mouth, and now that I feel like it got to me. But anyway, because I did that, the good Lord got me by being, you will have dry mouth for the rest of your life. So there's an autoimmune disease called Sjögren syndrome, which is, it looks odd. And I found out going for a routine eye exam. I was getting eyeglasses for a gig for Transitions Optical, and the eye doctor was like, I can't get a read on you. And I said, what do you mean you can't get a read on me? He goes, you can't even see the chart. I'm like, yes, I can. That's like an O. It's not a C. What did I miss? Like 2 things? What? And he said, no, your eyes are so dry that your cornea and your blood, I don't know, whatever. And he goes, so you've got dry eye? And I said, no, I've got dry mouth. And he turned and he said, you need to be tested for Sjögren syndrome. And I said, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I don't have any problems. I have spider veins. But that's it. I'm sorry. And he said, yeah, it affects your tear ducts and your saliva glands. It pretty much dries you out. Take where you would go with round. Thank you.
Certain things don't need a punchline. Oh, I could say if I was Hathaway, you know, a hobby of mine is replenishing women's saliva. I don't do it professionally.
No.
So put your money away.
I'm glad you just went with saliva. Thank you for that. But you know what I found out, True story? Whenever you see those Restasis eye commercials, thank you, Lord, I've got insurance. But for 3 months, my eye drops, those Restasis eye drops, are $500 a month. Yes, but there's nothing for the mouth quite yet, so my teeth are decaying. It's horrible. And it can turn into, it's a very rare thing, but it can turn into non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Really?
So, yes. So it's a disease that's been around since the 1930s. It goes along with lupus. I do not have lupus, but it's one of those weird things. So if you, and the newsletter, this is kind of funny, just it goes for me, but the newsletter is called Moisture Seekers.
Just roller and flour. Ladies and gentlemen, see Sheila work.
Thank you, Graham. It is a true malady, though, so that's... Oh, hey, look who it is! It's Andrea Canny! How fun is it sharing the stage with you again?
Well, we shared a lot of things.
We have shared a lot of things.
We've shared dressing rooms, we've shared the stage, we've shared husbands.
Yes, we have. Yes. If you folks didn't know this, Andrea was my husband's first wife, yes.
And he said that she's wife number 2, just to remind her, there could be a number 3.
Yes, that's
Am I right?
He's here.
I have to say, I've always been a little jealous.
What, because you didn't marry Terry?
Yeah, I didn't marry Terry. I mean, I've known Terry for many, many years. In fact,
Are you jealous because he can't pull a quarter out of your...
Oh, I love Sheila.
I love Carol Wright.
She's going to make an album, and I'm going to be the first person to buy it.
Carol Wright? Yes. But for this song, I hate her.
Exactly. You're hating her right now. Actively hating her. This is no way to talk to each other. No, fellow adventurers. We've got to do something that's in the script.
Stick together.
Stick together.
We got to do it. Stick together.
Deep down inside.
Deep down.
We do.
We love each other very much.
We do. It's just that we all have a different way of showing it. Right, girls?
Right.
We belong to a mutual admiration society.
The ladies and
we belong to a mutual admiration society.
They think I'm beautiful and smart. They say that I'm a work of art. They say that I'm the sweetest one.
No, they say I'm the sweetest one.
They claim that I'm a natural witch.
They say she's just the opposite, and that's the way we pass the time of day.
The ladies and me,
we belong
She thinks that I am heaven sent and should become a president.
But she just carries on and tends to just embarrass all my friends.
And we go on like that from night till dawn. The ladies and me, oh, we belong to our This is right here. Just as how we dance. Admiration Society.
They think my singing is too.
Although it's not as good as
And stop screaming in my ear.
The only fighting that we do is just who loves who more than who can let us out.
We'll still be years from now.
Samantha and me.
Amelia and me. That's right. The ladies and me. The ladies and me belong to a mutual admiration society.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sheila, Andrea, Canny, Karel, Jim Roberts on the keyboard.
Okay, kids, it's intermission time. Go check out all those auction items, put in your last bids, buy those chips, enjoy.
The holidays are. As in, I wonder what the hell they're all about.
You don't know what they're all about? Oh, Sneasel. You really don't know what they're all about? Oh, for heaven's sake, it's a wondrous time of the year. People get together and they sing songs and they give presents and the snow falls from the sky and always there's this big fat man with a beard and well, he gives away presents out of his sack. And his name, I believe his name is Santa Claus or something like that.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
Really?
He's got the claws?
Well, he's got to be very careful with his sack. And sure, he disperses his goods.
He just carries the sack around?
Well, he does. He carries it around, and he's got all kinds of goodies inside of his sack. Everybody wants what's in his sack. It's a wonderful thing, really, I have to say.
I still don't get it.
Well, you know what? Andrea, maybe you could explain a little bit better about this fellow called, she's texting. All right. Andrea, tell us all about Santa Claus in song.
Oh, I thought you said pip song.
In song.
Pip song to you as well.
It's the reverb. Don't move on my account. I was enjoying the view.
Alright, well, I don't know these first words, but that's what I was looking up on my phone. I'm like, what are the first words again? Okay. Well, Santa Claus, I feel as if I know you. I think that's it. So you won't mind me, Sheila, if I get to know you. Familiar, will you? Santa. Now, let's take it slow, because I'm going to fuck this shit up. It's nothing inconsistent, right? Thank you, dear. Santa baby, slip a sable under the tree for me. I've been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. I know. Santa baby, a 50-more convertible to light blue. I've been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Hello, ponytail. Santa baby. Oh, what's this next one? Oh, I want a yacht. That's not a lot. Hello. Hey. I've never seen you before. So hurry up. He's like, I haven't seen you before either. Actually, I'm orders for my ego. Hold on, I'm gonna start that one. Let's start that third verse over again. I think I might know it. I like petting this man's head. It's deliciously soft. You really should try it. Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. I've been an awful good girl, Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight. Hey, Daddy's opened his mouth. Look at that. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany's. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing. A ring. I don't mean on the phone, Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. I'll have some cookies waiting in heaven.
So you throw yourself at Santa, and then out of sense of blackmail, he gives you presents. And Christmas it includes all religions?
Oh, well, you know, not everybody celebrates Christmas at the holiday season.
Really?
Yes, other cultures celebrate different holidays altogether. And I will acknowledge one of those cultures right now.
Chicken fingers.
Reuben, the reformed rabbi, wouldn't wear a yarmulke. He wouldn't light no candles when it came time for Hanukkah. All of the other rabbis used to scoff and call him goy. Crazy old mixed up Reuben, I should have been a Catholic boy. And one snowy Sabbath day, Yenta came to say, have you no respect, she said, and slapped some matzahs across his head. He immediately grew earlocks, bought a brand new yarmulke, and crazy old mixed up Reuben had a happy Hanukkah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that because I am Jewish.
He's Jewish.
My dad's side, so it doesn't count. Okay, so you know. Out. Then you're, you know. So very nice, very nice.
I love the whole holidays, and you know, we love celebrating them at the Adventurers Club.
Yes.
But you know what we're missing? We're sort of missing the icon. We need
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this.
And then this is like, but I don't think you get the true essence of Glenn.
If I could just see him somehow, if I could visualize.
Where was it? Where's the place?
Oh,
It's
somebody.
still attached.
Somebody threw it away.
We just need somebody to play Santa. If only somebody. Well, while they're looking around, I just want to point out we've got Zane and Kevin over here. Kevin is Zane is 6 years old, so there's a YouTube video. Study it with some maracas, and next year you can go on stage.
So you be Santa Claus because we need Santa in the big show, in the big holiday broadcast.
Ho, ho, ho.
Where?
How, how, how!
Skiba. The elves and I have been getting very hard this year. Working very hard this year, getting things ready for all the good little boys and girls.
That's terrifying.
I think it's on it. You just stand over there and you be Santa. Because I gotta tell you, just listening to all of these songs about the holidays, celebrating, it takes me back to a better time of all my Christmases up north. A Coe. Center of good living. Yeah, just adventures, if you would. Just do me a huge favor. Close your eyes, and imagine, if you will, the first snowfall of the season. You know, it's missing something. We need sound. Oh, is that a sound effect? Sorry, I forgot that bit. Sure, I forgot that. Okay, right. Okay, do it beside, but no, it's got to be vocal. No, you can't hear this. You got to do something there. Okay, so that's the first snowfall of the season. I can't do that anymore. My mouth is dry. But thank you. Graham could shove his tongue down my throat.
I don't know this Graham guy, but he sounds pretty cool.
Anyway, back to my story. It's the first snowfall season. And there's the smell of fireplaces burning their Yule log in celebration of the season. Spark or something like they do on spark. It's a spark. I remember traipsing through those snowy fields, something on the way to Grandma Moo's house. I was born with a club foot. Next year's charity will be the Clubfoot Society. Big foot. Really big shoe. Anyway, so I'm traipsing through the snowy woods on my way to Grandma's house, and I march my way up the front porch. Mother didn't believe in salt. And I ring the bell.
Right there.
I ring the bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
That was in the script. You ring the bell, and it did not mine.
Ding, 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 ding.
And Grandma would whisk me inside. And offer up a nice hot cup of cocoa.
Where have you been?
Grandma missed the meeting. 12 steps, she'd only been to about 3 of them. And we would sit by the fire. We'd listen to holiday songs on the radio.
I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy, Yankee Doodle do my darling.
And we would shut the radio off! Shut it off! Shut it off! That's when I first heard about her. Prissy Patty. The best dolly in the whole wide world. I'd been a good girl that year for Christmas, and I just knew Santa Claus would bring her to me. I didn't get the dolly that year. No, it's all right, no big deal. Guess Santa Claus felt that a 7-year-old girl would be better off with a pair of rubber snow boots instead of the day of the week underwear. That's Thursday. Yeah, right there. Right up there, Thursday. The U is right there. Yeah. Anyway, so we're listening to the radio, and that's when I first first heard about Prissy Patty, the best dolly in the whole wide world. Now, Santa Claus, I would sit there at my little desk, right, and I'd be writing with my window pencil at my window desk to Santa Claus. Dear Santa Claus, I've been a very good girl this year, and I want a dolly. A very special dolly. I heard her advertised on the radio. If you're not quite sure which dolly I mean, I will try. I will try for the love of all things. I will try and describe her to you. And if for some reason, Santa, I don't remember what she looks like, I'm sure a lot of people in this audience remember. The pretty little dolly can sit, and the pretty little dolly can stand. She will even walk around the room if you take her hand. The pretty little dolly can turn, and the pretty little dolly can dance. If you feed her water through a tube, she will wet her pants. Cause she can, cause she's still moist in there. She perspires. If you give her, I said moist, playful squeeze, she will cough and belch and sneeze. The pretty little dolly's so cute, and the pretty little dolly's so real. If you take her out into the sun, she'll burn, and 3 days later she'll peel. The pretty little dolly can sing, and the pretty little dolly can shout. Hold her footsies high above her head, and she passes out. The pretty little dolly can plead, and the pretty little dolly can beg, and she screams in realistic pain when you break her leg. Sorry, darling, sorry. Heavy drinking, I know, gets her stinking. Right in my break. On the back you can turn a key, and she goes through puberty. The pretty little dolly can laugh, and the pretty little dolly can cry. If you put a plastic bag around her head, she'll choke, turn purple and die. So Santa, remember your part. Don't break a little girl's heart. Don't forget this Christmas the pretty little dolly is a present you must bring. Remember that fat boy, bring that kid if you wanna see New Year's
What did I miss?
No.
Where have you been?
Oh.
Sheila was desperate for you to spit in her mouth.
And, you know, I hear that not just cows are sung about. Sometimes there's donkeys. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring Karel Wright to the stage.
I'm going to sing this song, and I'm going to need a little help from Carol, of course, the lovely Karel Wright.
What is it that you need me to do?
Okay, so for this song, we're going to need somebody to, where it's about, I need you to play an animal, all right?
What kind of
I
an
need you to
animal?
reach deep inside, Carol. I know you're a method actress.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I want you to reach deep inside.
All right.
And I want you to find your inner ass.
I beg your pardon.
Donkey, you're a donkey. You're in a donkey.
Oh, no, I don't think I could
No,
be.
no, you can.
Well,
You
that's
can.
not a very dignified thing to do.
I understand, but it's just very simple. I want you to, it can be very dignified, all right? You just reach down and go,
Oh, I don't know.
just do We want it. Come on, let's do it.
Let me feel like I can do it in a way that's not very embarrassing, you know. Hee-haw, hee-haw. No.
Okay, let's soft squatch. I will take your beef jerky. And when I point at you, you go. All right, very good. All right, let's practice. Phil, Angie's. Hey, jiggity jing. It's Dominic the donkey. Jiggity jing. Giant Christmas donkey. Now you folks have a very important part too, all right? You just la la la. What you doing? Try it. Let's try it. La 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 la. And here's the story. Santa's got a little friend. His name is Dominic. The cutest little donkey. You'll never see him kick. When Santa visits his paisans on Dominic will be, because the reindeer cannot climb the hills of Italy. Hey, jiggity jing. It's Dominic the donkey. Jiggity jing. The Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la. Jingle bells around his feet and presents on his head. On top of Dominic's head, a pair of shoes for Louis and a dress for Josephine. The label on the inside said they're made of Brooklyn. Hey, jiggity jing. It's Dominic the donkey. Jiggity jing. The Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la. Dominic taps his feet. They speak Italian to him and feed him lots of treats. Spaghetti, pepperoni, and spumoni he likes best. He eats as much as he wants and for Santa leaves the rest. Hey, jiggity jing. It's Dominic the donkey. Jiggity jing. The Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la. More time. La 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 la.
Becker, Karel, Wright, ladies and gentlemen. Well, now, are we at a point where we know the tallying of the auction events and who's won what, or do we need to wait until a number or two?
Wait.
Was that the voice of authority? Or just one of the voices in my head?
I didn't hear anything.
Well, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up the producer of this event, the man who made this all possible. A warm welcome for Robert Croskery.
Thank you, Graham. Of course, I'm not the one who made this all possible. You're the ones that made this all possible. The regulars, many of whom I've been drinking in the club about a decade or more ago, hundreds of times, coming out to support this amazing collection of fabulous entertainers. And at the same time, hearing some really, really raunchy jokes. So all the kids here, you're getting a free and early education. There are some thanks that are in order that are very, very important. So let's get those out of the way first while we're waiting for the tally. First of all, I want to thank the Holiday Inn Resort for making this available to us year after year. A substantial discount. We appreciate it. We also want to thank, what is it? It's Parkside Theater South, is that it?
Theater South Playhouse.
Theater South Playhouse, who furnished the spotlight that's blinding my eyes right now, and some of the sound equipment. And of course, most of all, I would like to thank the marvelous team that put this together. Let's start with Emily Murphy, who put together all the decorations. The amazing Sean Tucker, head of security program, and who also rounds up his volunteers to help with registration. I'd like to also thank Tika Chu for her amazing work on the website. Jason Schuck in charge of our silent auction. Mandy Shroyer, who is standing right over here in the black and invisible, who does the technical work. And of course, none other than Merriweather Pleasure, aka Ian Janosko. The greatest adventure who never trod the boards, but who should have, and who gave us a great presentation this evening. Do we have a tally? All right, I'm going to let you read the winners first.
Those of you who are waiting to hear whether you won the raffle or not, you'll find out specifically what you won out in the lobby after the show. I'm going to read a list of names. If it's you, go pay money. Hey, and y'all, I know you're in a hurry and you want to win a raffle, but come on now, handwriting, people. Vicky B, Matthew the intern. Zane S, John and Amanda Madel, Harold Rodriguez, Alan Fox, Krista S, Dr. Jeffrey Otto, Emily Collins, Wendy Eastop, Ellen Connor, John Majors, Tony G, Ray P, Renee Perez, Don Bergman, Jumbo John, Nicole Desmond, hey girl, hey, Trista S, Colonel Pastor, Julie Slate, Yvonne S, Jeffrey W, Mandy Shroyer, yeah, Mike H, and Ryan Payne. Hey y'all.
And now, before we announce the amount that we've raised and what we're giving it away to, we first have the raffle, the matter of the raffle and the drawing to see who gets these two masks. We have, of course, a Fabuloni representation. And while Merriweather Pleasure holds the basket in his hand, well, actually, Merriweather's going to hold the basket in his hand, and Graham is going to reach in and draw one ticket only. And
Sheila, I think I found your celeb.
All right. The ticket number, nobody wrote their names?
No, but you didn't
Number is 69.
Bingo!
79.
Yes!
34 0. 6979240. Very good. Let's see. It's and 40. There it is. We got it. Yes, in case you win more. There you are.
all right, there's one more.
All right. And this is from a different bucket. Ooh, look. It's Arnie. Arnie the comedy mask.
Next year.
For it?
Come back next year.
Yeah, come back next year if you want the mate. Here we go. And the number is 6979221. 6979221. 8675309.
Bingo!
Yeah, we
Must be present to win.
6979 tutu.
Either that or Sheila looking for her lost saliva. We found it.
There we go.
Sounds good, huh? Is she coming up?
It's an obstacle course.
Very good. And she's the winner, all right.
Anything else? That's it.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, how about a great big hand for my team, Adventures in Charities. Who have worked amazingly hard to give you this great adventure. And now for the actual, and the way this works, by the way, we are adding on one charity that was not up there because of the hurricanes that have hit Puerto Rico and in Florida and Texas. We're taking a usual share and giving it to the Red Cross for hurricane relief. And the way this works is we take the pot of money that's gathered, and it's a good sum, and we divide it into as many places as there are charities. Each charity gets one share, and then you, the audience, votes to determine, and that's 70% of the money does that. And the last 30%, 5% of it goes to the third place winning charity, 10% to the second place winning charity, and an additional 15% to the first place. And they are in this order. Number 3, the Dravet Foundation. Number 2, the Haven of Hope. And number 1 this year, for the first time, Leukemia and Lymphoma. And now this is the part where I get to embarrass myself on behalf of all the adventurers here, because every year I come up with some sort of a shtick or a song that expresses what we, the regulars that have whiled away so many fun hours at the club, think about the members. And since for legal reasons, those that are here from the cast should not be mentioning the full names, I do that on their behalf, and we have others that do it as well. So we need, I'm going to say, what is it, knuckles, chicken fingers, whatever you like. Jim Roberts, would you give some? Disney World, are you listening? The club eyes are misting. The club's gone away, and that's so sad. Walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away are the rafters, here to stay are the actors. The club is now gone, and that seems so wrong, so we're cheered in for adventure tonight. I gotta find the lyrics. Oh, there they are. You know Fletcher Hodges built a snowman, decorated with a fishing pole from Zeus, a scarf Amelia Earhart lost in Atlantis, and lots of contact lenses from Yakuts. Thank you. Otis Wren did conspire to throw Emil in the mire. Gypsy moth crashing down, so Hathaway Brown parties with the club made tonight. Over Icecaps have a mantle of white, adventurers skiing all through the night. All that we're saying, clubs now closing, artistic crime. We have been hoping every old time. Yes, we've been moping and kind of hoping for the club to reopen together, 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 Charity for adventure. It's a truly wondrous venture. We'll party all night long. We'll sing the club song. Adventuring for charity tonight. Give me the greatest part. Gone away are the rafters, here to stay are the actors. We'll sing the club song, party all the night long, adventuring for charity tonight. Graves rings the bell to start the party. That's when Samantha comes along, teaches us the club creed and the club song. Yes, then Colonel Sutter Beckford sings the song. Charity for adventure, it's a truly wondrous venture. So I'd like to say thank you today, adventuring for charity tonight. Charities adventures tonight. Charities adventures tonight. Adventuring for charity tonight.
I like the singing's nice. It seems to be all about presents and commercialism. I think it's a bunch of humbug. I say, Bob. See, you say it too. Maybe for the wrong reasons. Nah, I just don't get it, Fabs.
Weasel? What were you complaining about? The presents? The materialism of the holiday season?
Yeah, it's just all a bunch of humbug.
Oh, it's not. Well, some of it could be, but not tonight. All of these people in this audience have come together. They have donated money. Kwan. Cha-ching, cha-ching, to lots of good causes, Weasel. Yeah, charities. People are going to benefit from all that they have given tonight. Oh. This sounds and seems like a schmaltzy moment to end the show, but it's beautiful, because it is the holidays. And as we say, ha, ha, ha. Alright, that's even low for Fabalonia. So Andy, for the love of all things, take it away.
I know you can't sing because you don't have enough moisture.
Shut up!
together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star on the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Soul Murphy, that's what we call it.
A Christmas miracle.
Hey, gang, hey! We have time for one more song. It's a song that always plays.
Saints!
It ended the hoopla! All right, everybody. I can't get it into this thing. Someone help Andrea back up. Let me hear ya! When the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, how I wanna be in that number. When the saints go marching in. I got some. I'm gonna do a little comedy warehouse thing, yeah? Make up a rhyme. Half fat rat, right here. About the people here, the audience. Can you believe it's been 9 years? Can you believe it's been 9 years? Thanks for all your love and support. It can bring us all to tears. Oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, how I wanna be in that number. When the saints go marching in.
All my friends, adventures in charity. To adventurers we cater. What a very special thanks to Holiday Inn's staff and waiters. Thanks. Go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. How I wanna be in that number. When the saints go marching in.
Okay, kids. Just one more year. That's all we got. We'll come together, then we'll solve. But we wanna thank the man responsible to bringing us together, Rob. When the saints go marching in, I wanna be in that number. When the saints go marching in. One more time. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Now I wanna be in that number. When the saints go marching Now, ladies and gentlemen, if we can clear this area, we're going to get ready for our VIP shindig in this area. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, the show is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us here at the Adventurers Club. Please exit through the door at the back of the library. Enjoy the rest of your night here at Pleasure Island and Fungaloosh.